Hey everybody, this video is going to kind of be a two-part video. The intent is to show you a backup weather option for you that we've kind of developed utilizing TAS software. But before that, we're going to go through the full TAS install. So if you've never installed TAS before, we'll walk through TAS version 1.15 install. Then after that, I'll show you what you need to do to have some backup weather should your SCA go down. This will allow, if TAS is still pulling weather, you to get the weather from TAS inside of AFAS. So, two things you're going to need: this TAS 1.15 setup. You can get that from the SharePoint, or you can email or call us here at the help desk. We'll get it to you. And then you're going to need your backup weather folder that we have. Inside of it is going to have the backup weather data page that we've created here. You're going to want to import that in. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the TAS install. So we'll extract all, select extract. Right here we want to right click when this opens and choose run as administrator, otherwise you'll receive errors. Yes. This will begin the install process. It should be a fairly quick process. Follow the prompts with next. Let it install in its default location. Select install. Once it's done, you can hit finish. You'll see over here on the left side there's a terminal advisory icon tower here on the desktop. That's what we need. Okay, TAS version 1.15 for the initial part. The software is installed. You would double click your icon. TAS will start. You're going to choose update. Leave these as their default location. You're going to put in your location. You would enter your SCA server address. You would choose your regional jet server. Again, field elevation, magnetic declination. Just going to put some stuff in here for now. You would choose your select certificate. This is your AFAS PKI certificate. You would need to select it so that it will authenticate to the SCA. We're not going to use our SCA right now. You can choose the enable oral alarm, select alarm sound, and what you want it to be. This will allow TAS to alarm whenever you have new weather. You're going to hit save station info. It's going to, this is the asking for the certificate. We don't have it right now, so we're going to hit cancel. And we're going to choose no. We'll operate in a manual mode for now. If you need to load the certificate, go in and load that certificate. The TAS install instructions will walk you through all of that. Okay, so I'm going to choose no, and it's going to operate in a manual mode where you can put everything in manually. That's what we're set up for right now. Okay. Once you have TAS up and running and connecting, okay, what we want to do is we want to have this backup weather page imported into our AFAS. To do that, we're going to use Data Manager. So in the bottom here, search for Data Manager. Enter your username and password. We're going to choose import. We're going to browse to the backup weather folder on our desktop, and we're going to choose OK and OK. It's now going to populate data pages here on the left side. Double click it and you'll see an all nines 6 page here. This is our backup weather page. Right click it, add to action list, and then choose OK here in the top left. If you already have a all 9 6 page that you don't want to replace, put a new page number here. If you can get rid of, or you don't already have an all 9 6 page, leave all this, leave this new ID blank and choose OK. Once that's done, you've imported the new page. So if I open my IDS5, and I go to my all 9 6 page, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, This is where you are going to get a backup Metar here in the top. You're going to get a backup advisory, watch, and warning data here, and then you have your AFAS code linked here. Okay, so before we link the file import service, what we want to do is you want to open File Explorer here on the View tab, choose it. Ensure that Hidden Items is checkmarked. We need that to be selected. Okay, then you can close that out. We also want to make sure in TAS we have produced some sort of AFAS code. Okay, so I'm going to manually type one in since I'm not connected to the network. Okay, I've produced a Metar now in the top, okay? I'm also going to go ahead and have it in the broadcast so that we have all the documents we need. Okay, once we have our Metar displayed, we have the current AFAS code down here in the broadcast, and we're broadcasting it. You're also going to want to go down here to weather, ensure that watch, warning, and advisory are checkmarked, so it will pull that information in and produce it as well. After all that is set up, we can minimize TAS. Here in the bottom search window, we're going to look for File Import Service. So you type in File, should come up. We'll select it, put in our password. At this pop-up screen, we want to ensure that this drop down here is the workstation that we are on, AFAS 001 for us. It's also the same workstation that has Terminal Advisory Service or TAS installed on it. Okay, this drop down should have all the workstations in your database. You want to make sure it's the one that you're physically at right now. Choose Add. We're going to put in the page that has our backup weather that we imported earlier. For us, it's the all96. If you changed your page number, then put that page number in here. Choose OK. On this next page, first thing we want to do is change our interval. We're going to change it from 1 minute to 15 seconds so that it's looking for new weather data and Metars every 15 seconds. We'll select Add. Our drop down will have all those objects on that all96 page, the new backup weather. So the first thing we're going to link is the backup Metar, so select it. File path, select Browse. We're going to go to the System Partition C, Users, Public, Public Documents, TAS. In there you'll see it says metar.txt. That's what we want, so double click it and select OK. We've now linked our Metar to that new page that we imported. Next, we'll choose Add. Drop down, we can link our AFAS code. So we'll choose it. Browse. Should bring you right back to the same location when we want afascode.txt. So double click it. Select OK. You would continue adding for the watches, warnings, advisories. I'm not connected to the network, so I don't have any watch, warning, advisory data for me. But at your location, you can go ahead and link to those text documents. Once you're done with that, you can choose OK. We'll choose OK again. Inside of IDS5, on the all96 page now, it will update with all that data. Whatever you have in TAS will show up here as our watch warning, as our Metar, watch warning advisory, and our AFAS code. Okay. If this does not update, if you don't see it change, because by default it'll probably have Tinker's Metar up here, if it doesn't show your location's Metar here, then we need to turn on or install File Import Service. So let's walk through that procedure real quick. If yours updated, you got all your data, you're good to go. If you need to enable File Import, minimize, we're going to go to the File Explorer. We're going to go to the System Partition C, Program Files x86, Systems Atlanta, IDS5, Interface Install. There will be a file import service install.bat. Right click and choose run as administrator. Okay, mine is already installed, but yours will say, it'll give you kind of some feedback that it has to be manually started. You'll press any key to continue and it'll close. After we complete that install, go back to our IDS5. We're going to go to our maintenance page, our All 9's 8 page, and we're going to click Start File Import Service. Choose Yes. Yours will say File Import Service starting. File Import Service started successfully. Mine is already installed, so I got this error here. Press any key. Once it says started successfully, go back to your backup weather page. You should see now that your Metar, or here in the next 15 seconds, your Metar will start with your location identifier here, and you'll have your Metar data. If you have watches, warnings, advisories, they will be displayed, or you'll see it'll change to no active watch, warning, or advisory data. And you should have whatever the ATIS code was that you were broadcasting will show up here in the bottom left. That completes the setup. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. You can comment below, email us at the help desk, give us a call. We also have a Facebook page. So if you have any questions, you can reach out on multiple formats, and we look forward to hearing from you. Hopefully this video will help with the process. Thanks.